This video is all about sentences, what they are, how they're punctuated, and how to spot and write different sentence types. Let's start with the basics. A sentence is a group of words that make sense on their own. For example, the sun shines in the sky. In this simple sentence, there is a subject, something or someone performing the action, and a verb, or action word. Sun is the subject, and shines is the action word in this sentence. Also notice the full stop and capital letter in this sentence. Let's check our sentence superheroes are happy with this sentence. If there was no capital letter or full stop, the sentence wouldn't be correct, and it would just look wrong. Let's see what the punctuation policeman has to say about this. Remember, a sentence must always start with a capital letter and end with a full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. Otherwise, it's not correct. Use a question mark to show that someone is asking a question. An exclamation mark is used to show surprise, drama, danger, or to convey a strong emotion. On level 1, we use the sentence, "The sun shines in the sky." This is an example of a simple sentence. It has a subject and just one verb. On level 2, we'll find out about compound sentences. A compound sentence is when two main clauses are linked by a connecting word to make a longer sentence. A main clause is a group of words that contain a subject and a verb. You can test whether something is a main clause by seeing if the words could form a sentence on their own that makes sense. Connecting words that join two main clauses are called coordinating conjunctions. The three main ones are and, but, and or. So, let's put a compound sentence together. You can see the coordinating conjunctions are highlighted, and you can test the other parts of each sentence by seeing if they'd make a sentence in their own right. What do you think, sentence superheroes? And are you happy, punctuation policeman? So far, we've learned about simple and compound sentences. The next level is all about complex sentences. What is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is formed when you join a main clause and a subordinate clause with a connecting word. A subordinate clause is a group of words that don't make sense on their own and rely on the main clause to make sense. Examples of subordinate clauses include, although Charlotte loved school, who lives in Yorkshire, if I can find my purse. Do these groups of words make sense in their own right? What do you think, superheroes and punctuation policemen? To make sense, these subordinate clauses need to be joined by a main clause. Let's try these. Although Charlotte loved school, she enjoyed spending time at home during the holidays. My aunt, who lives in Yorkshire, likes walking and camping. I'll buy you an ice cream if I can find my purse. Notice that the subordinate clause can come at the beginning of the sentence, more on level 4, in the middle of the sentence, more on level 4, or at the end of the sentence. Are you happy with these sentences now, superheroes? What about you, punctuation policeman? Words that connect main clauses with subordinate clauses are called subordinating conjunctions. Examples of subordinating conjunctions include if, since, as, when, although, while, after, before, until, because. A fronted adverbial is a type of subordinate clause that appears at the beginning of a sentence. It indicates where, when, how, or how often something is happening. Examples of fronted adverbials include: as the sun started to set, Darius turned on all the lights. When? On top of the mountain, a bird began to sing. Where? Once a day, Ramesh watered the plants. How often? With kindness and sensitivity, Kate helped the old lady across the road. How? There's something else to notice with fronted adverbials, isn't there, Punctuation Policeman? That's right! You need to put a comma after the fronted adverbial to separate it from the main clause. Otherwise, the sentence isn't punctuated properly. Relative clauses are another type of subordinate clause. Relative clauses add information about the noun to the sentence. In other words, they're related to the noun. Relative clauses are always introduced by a relative pronoun. These include who, whose, whom, which, that. Examples of sentences containing relative clauses include: I play with the boy who lives near school. Australia, which is a huge country, is a beautiful place to visit. My granddad, who is 74, likes playing golf. The last two examples on the screen show relative clauses which are also embedded clauses. This means they're used in the middle of a sentence and are separated from the rest of it with commas. Isn't that right, Punctuation Policeman? We hope you've enjoyed our guide to super sentence writing. Enjoy amazing your friends and dazzling your teachers with your simple, compound and complex sentences. Until the next time!